Hey guys, Terry here with your monthly love and relationship reading for the collective. So I'll be doing a general reading for folks just to kind of see what's going on energetically using various cards here, so we can get an idea of what love and relationship will be like in the month of September. Remember, this is a general reading, which means some information may resonate, some may not. And since we're at the very beginning of the month, there could be predictions that just haven't happened yet. All right, so keep an open mind and an open heart, and let's see what we have going on here. So what does September 2019 look like for love? Okay. So far, it looks like there are choices to be made, and swift ones. We got the Page of Swords here, and there could also be some growth. Aha, let's look further into this because this is rather vague still. Okay, entertaining choices. All right. Okay guys, so far this is what I have going on. I will be giving you more information as we go along, but it does feel like, and again, this is in terms of love, so this is romantic. There are choices that are going to be entertained by you. So choices as of this part of the conversation, because we'll see as I go along how much more details we pick up as we go, but it does feel like right now, where I'm beginning with this, there are other choices for you to make in terms of a relationship. So that kind of tells me that if you are in a relationship, because remember, there are singles and then there are people who are already coupled, okay? So for the singles, it does feel like there are choices for you to be making. One of those choices is actually to walk away. Well, that's for someone in a relationship, excuse me. For someone in a relationship, you have the choice of either walking away. So there does feel to me, and with this Page of Swords, it does actually feel to me like some of you who are in relationships will be ending a relationship, or it will be transforming into something different. So alchemy, you know, is changing from one form to another. Like a solid block of ice will melt and then it turns into water, you see, but all the elements are still there, right? The hydrogen and the oxygen, right? They're still there, they're just in different forms now. So to me, it does feel like there is a possibility for those of you who are coupled that there will be some sort of transmutation, transformation that could be happening based on a choice, which means you may leave your current partner, okay? That also could be that you're leaving the state that you're in with your current partner, meaning that you're shifting your mindset. Now, for those of you who are single and who are not coupled, it does feel like there are choices for you. So in terms of that, it's like, do I choose to remain to be single, or do I choose to actually now couple up? It does feel to me that there is a lot of fear going on with the coupling up. So issues of commitment may actually pop up because there's consideration that's going on. But it does kind of feel like that's like your shadow side. That's the fear, that's your wounded child. Of all the things that you didn't get when you were a kiddo, or all the things you weren't acknowledged or acknowledged for, it's coming up this month. And of course, it's just coming up to be revisited so that you can like work on it and heal on it, but heal it, but it's like for good reasons, right? Because it means that there's somebody that you're interested in that you would like to spend more time with, or that you are considering committing yourself to. And it does feel like either way, whether you're in a singleness, does that even make sense? Hey, you over there, you're in a singleness. What the actual fuck does that mean? What I'm trying to say is that if you are single, or if you're coupled, so whether you're single or coupled, it does feel like it could potentially be a prickly month, okay? But there is month of growth either way for you individually. And that is the cockatoo screaming, by the way. So let's look further and deeper into what is going on. I want to see here what some of the challenges might be. Yeah. So here's the thing, like, I'm going to go back now to that fear. It does feel like if you do choose to move forward in spite of the fear, or I can say you're scared and you're going to move forward, it does feel like it could be an abundant time for you. So those of you who are single, who have found somebody that you're like, I'm really highly considering this person, I would go ahead and take a risk this month. I mean, we're still at the beginning of the month, so it's totally fine and it's totally okay for you to give this some more time. But if I were you, I would look at I would look at taking that risk. And the reason is because it does feel to me that your partner will receive it well if you openly communicate and you say, look, I want to take this to the next level. I would like to move forward, but I'm scared. So, you know, being vulnerable is a really tough thing to do. But if you were to actually take the risk and have a conversation with that other person that you want to make more of a commitment to or become more serious with, if you have a conversation and just say, look, I just want to let you know that I'm scared, I'm nervous. Either, and your story could be like, you haven't done this in a while, or the last one really like was horrible, or whatever. I feel like your partner will be receptive, which is really nice. And not only will they be receptive to that, I feel like you would get them on your team because you would have more of a teammate, because they will know what's going on in your mind so that they can actually make you feel safer and better about taking this risk. So I do feel that if you were to take this risk, it would be really great for you, because there is an option to move forward in spite of the fear, and in fear, yes, you understand what I'm saying? And have somebody that's willing to work with you. Whereas if you just go ahead and move forward without being vulnerable and without saying something, there's gonna be a lot in your mind that you're kind of mulling over in terms of your vulnerability and fear. So that also could be one of, when I mentioned earlier, you have some options. To me, that just feels like it's the best strategy for you. The other thing is, if you are single and you do have all these choices and you don't want to move forward with somebody, I do highly suggest that you just kind of stop dating right now and you do take a dating break for at least September. We'll look into October at that time, but these options are not helping you get clear with what you're looking for in your life. And actually, these options are really helping you avoid what it is that you really want in life, whether it is in the realm of relationship or career or finances or health. It does feel like you can be using dating as a tool to avoid who you really are. So there's another way of how these options can really kind of stand in your way, right? So if you're coupled, let's look into that a little bit about the whole coupled thing for a second here. Okay. If you're coupled, I have to say that the bumps that are gonna be happening in the road, because if you're in a couple, there's always bumps in a road. You're always relating with someone else, and someone else is never always in agreement with you or in agreement. You're not always right, you screw up, all that fun stuff. I do have to say that love is on your side this month. So the bumps and the bruises are really actually moving your relationship forward. So I really like this. It does feel to me that there is a sense of newness if you are coupled, because what happens is these bumps and bruises give you an opportunity for inner reflection to actually see, well, how can I improve, or what can I take responsibility for? And I feel like when you go ahead and you look at yourself and look at ways that you can love yourself more, yes, you become a more loving partner. So the bumps and bruises that happen in the month of September within a relationship actually help you go, because you take a bit more of a deep dive into yourself, into some inner reflection that kind of show you how you can be a more loving partner, a more receptive partner. And what that does is when you work on yourself and you bring that to yourself, it gives a reflection to your partner, or reflects to your partner. Your partner gets it, right? And that actually elevates and brings a newness to your relationship. So that's pretty cool. I don't know, I like that. So don't be afraid of the bumps and the bruises if you're already coupled. All right, don't be afraid of the bumps and the bruises. Let's look at an overall message here for what can be happening in the relationship. This is going to be for singles that I'm pulling right now, an overall message for singles. There will be surprises for you that do come up, and I do feel like if you are going to choose the road, and you know what, it feels like if you haven't found, if you're single and you have not found that person that you want to up level to, or want to level up for, or you don't have a desire or commit to, I feel like that's a good thing. I think I mentioned that earlier, because it does feel like there's going to be surprises that come to you, for you, about you. They're actually for you, because life happens for us, not to us. There are surprises that kind of come up from your past that you have to deal with, that you haven't quite managed yet, which is why you really shouldn't be dating right now if you're not looking to make a commitment to someone. Because by you dating people, what that does is it takes you away from getting clarity on who you want to be. So it does feel to me like there's going to be a surprise of some sort that really kind of shakes you up and just kind of goes like, and got the Tower card, y'all. That's just kind of like, all right, this happened, so I really got to take myself out of the dating field right now, and I got to work on myself because this past thing keeps coming up. So it could just be that you keep running into either the same kind of person or the same scenario that pops up. And see, the thing is that you do deserve love. So it's not like you don't deserve to be in a relationship. It's just that you're avoiding who you are right now. And the way the collective and the way the energy is these days, we're in an ascension, right? Where people are leveling up, people are awakening to who they really are. And the thing is if you're in this time of your life where, you know, you are just avoiding, you know, the one thing you really can't avoid are relationships, because that is the reason why you are here on planet Earth. It is to evolve and grow your soul through relationship, through relating to other people. So by you dating other people and not being committed or not wanting to make a committed, you're actually keeping yourself stuck. I said it, yes. You're keeping yourself stuck and you're not growing because you're not doing what you came here as a human being to do, which is evolve and grow through relationship, whether that's to objects or people. Okay, so those of you who are single, who are just dating around with no desire to commit, you should really stop dating. You should start doing some inner work. Really get clear on who you are as a person, what it is that you want out of life, even if it's not a relationship, okay? Because you could actually be hurting other people in the process, even though that's not your intention. And the thing is you do deserve love, but you're not really recognizing right now that you could be giving yourself some more love by actually taking yourself out of the scene and working on yourself, okay? So how about an overall, for those of you who are single and do want to make a commitment? Ooh, awesome sauce. Yes. Those of you who are, Like I was saying, risk it earlier. I'm getting all of the cards like, yes, do it. Yes, yes. You even got the engagement card, which isn't necessarily that you're going to get engaged, but it is talking about committing to a higher level or a level that's, you know, stronger in the relationship. I mean, the person that you are, again, that you are interested in making a commitment to will respond well. It does mean you have to get out of your head and into your heart more, which again is that vulnerability issue, but they will respond well. So for those of you who are, who have found somebody that, at least for right now, that you would like to maybe commit to on a higher level, even if it's not marriage, if it's not, maybe it's just you want to see them more often and you just want to be exclusive. Like you just want to have an adventure with them, not necessarily like have the beginning, middle, and end to this whole thing already set in place. Just take a freaking adventure with them. See where that goes, and you just really enjoy spending time with them. You enjoy talking to them, whatever. It is a good time. September would be really great for you to go ahead and risk it. Take that risk. Be vulnerable. Tell them that you're scared. It's okay. They will be there holding their hand, your hand. For all you know, they're scared too, right? But if you crack that glass first, where you're like, I just want to let you know I'm scared, but I really like you and I want to move forward. And yes, it can feel like you're back in high school, you know, or you're back in like junior high school or whatever. But take the risk. I would take the risk. September is a good time to take the risk for that. Just get out of your head, get into your heart. Okay. So that's that. And let's look at couples now. The overall message for couples. Yes. Okay, so yes, follow that inner calling that you are receiving, because it, again, hold on, let me pull one more card for this. Forgiving and learning. Yes, that's like so perfect. And we have call and we have the 3 of air. I mean, this is like freaking amazing, because the bumps and the bruises, I mean, this is just confirming and it's piggybacking and validating what I just said using the Rider Tarot Weight deck, right? Which I didn't actually show you guys, but I was using also the Loteria and the regular, like, you know, Vegas card deck. But this is definitely saying to follow that inner call of going within to learn about yourself when the bumps and bruises happen. There is forgiving in this process, and there is learning in this process, and there is reconciliation, there's regrouping, and there's beginnings of love. And again, the beginnings of love can just be a renewal where you up-level your relationship anyways. So, you know, there's a lot of up-leveling that can happen this month in September, which is really good and also really scary, whether you're single, whether you are in a relationship, it doesn't matter. Leveling up is a really scary thing, because what it does is it puts us into the unknown, and we don't like to be in the unknown. It gives us a sense of loss of control, and I don't know any human being that does not like to have some sort of control or know the outcome. So there you go, guys. It's looking pretty good for September, which I like. There's some, you know, some bumps. If you're in a coupled, if you are coupled, there's some bumps. If you're single and you found somebody that you're interested in, go ahead, take the risk. I say take the risk. Ultimately, I can't make this decision for you. I merely just give you potentials and possibilities. You're big boys and girls and can make your own decisions, but the outlook looks good. If you were to shake me, right, if I were a magic 8 ball, I'd say the outlook looks good. If you haven't found somebody this month that you are not, or that you are interested in leveling up with, then take yourself out of the dating scene. You're doing yourself a favor by working on yourself, and also you're doing all the other people that you're leaving in a trail, because you're likable and you deserve love. The thing is that you're really unclear and you don't really necessarily know what you want out of life. And just being happy where you are right now isn't enough for another human being. So for you, humans are wired for connection, okay? Absolutely, positively. But going out there, dating people, and not wanting to commit can really break hearts. And I'm sure if you're watching this, you're the kind of person that doesn't want to hurt anybody or break someone's heart. So that's just a heads up, Buttercup. Ultimately, you do what you want to do. But that's what September looks like for our love and relationship readings. I hope you enjoyed these. Please feel free to subscribe to this, like, share, spread the word. I would really appreciate it. I would love for people to really get a good understanding of these readings. I don't just do love readings. I also do financial readings and health readings. And every morning I do give a daily energy reading with an implementation tool for how we could best navigate our way through the day while wearing our Earth suits, since we live on planet Earth. So with that in mind, if you'd like to work with me one-on-one, please visit my website, terriehuberman.com. All the information will be down below in the comments section. And if you're finding that you're stuck in your love life or any other area of your life, you want to move forward, perhaps you're in indecision, not knowing which way to go, I can help you get into your intuition so you can get clear and get moving forward again, thriving in a life of freedom, joy, and security. If that sounds great to you, go ahead, go to my website, terriehuberman.com, hit the intuitive coaching package section, click on the button that says schedule a complimentary session or a complimentary call, and we'll get on a call. It'll be a complimentary coaching session, okay, where we can talk a bit more, and I can share with you, I can learn about what your needs are, and I can share with you about this package that I have that has breathwork and energy healings. It has readings and coaching, so we can get you unstuck, moving forward again, get you into your intuition and out of indecision. And hopefully that sounds good to you. And what am I always saying to you? Stay connected. Stay connected to your friends and family. Stay connected to me. Go ahead, please like, share, turn on notifications, subscribe. Thank you for sitting here with me. It is my pleasure. It is my joy to be of service to you, to just kind of give you some sort of like navigation tool for how you can best utilize being human. Because let me tell you, being human is fucking hard. Right, guys? So thank you so much, and I'll see ya on the flip side.